factor lagging. Meron akong ginagamit na approximate formula for percent voltage regulation, that is percent R times cosine theta, or that is the power factor, plus and minus percent X times sine theta. So positive ito pag lagging yung power factor. Then negative naman pag leading. So dun sa kabila kanina, percent 4 saka 1. So this will be 1% times 0.85. Then lagging power factor kaya plus percent X is 4% times sine theta. So that will be sine of arc cosine 0.85. Yung angle arc cosine 0.85. Tapos kukunin natin yung reactive factor by getting the sine value. So 1 times 0.85, then plus 4 times sine shift cosine 0.85. Full load 2.9, parang wala, 4. Bakit minus? Sine. .957 voltage regulation, 4% reactance, 1% resistance. Okay. 1 times 0.85 plus 4 times sine shift cosine 0.85. Bakit? Anong mali dyan? Ayun, 3%. 2.957. Approximate formula. Then, what is the efficiency of the transformer? So that will be P output divided by P output plus P losses. So doon sa problem kanina, core loss ay 1,800. Pero ano yung kanyang full load copper loss? Yung full load copper loss can be calculated as percent R divided by 100 times the full load kVA. So ang result nito, kilowatts. So 1 over 100 multiplied by the full load kVA is 500. So 5 kilowatts ba yan? 500 divided by 100 is 5 kilowatts. So what will be the P output? 500 multiplied by 0.85 divided by yung value na rin na yan, 500 multiplied by 0.85 plus the losses, yung iron loss ay 1,800. So 1.8 kilowatts. Yung copper loss full load 5 kilowatts multiplied by 100%, 98.4 baba. 500 times 0.85 divided by 500 times 0.85 plus 1.8 plus 5. So 98.43. Tama, letter D. Okay, number 20. Mamaya na yung hindi nyo na-picturean. A short circuit test was performed upon a 10 kVA, 2,300 by 230 volt transformer with the following results. E short circuit 137 volts, B short circuit 192 watts, I short circuit 4.34 amperes. Calculate in secondary terms the transformer equivalent reactance. Usually yung short circuit test is performed at the high voltage side. For this case, it is at the primary. So ano ba yung ginagamit? Ano ba yung gamit ng short circuit test to determine copper loss? Kapag open circuit test, ito pino-perform sa low voltage side. Then to determine the core loss. Ito yung binibigay sa board exam. Yan. So, ang ginagamit yung short circuit test to determine the copper loss. Saan sila ginagamit yung open circuit test? Para sa core loss, sa transformer. Yan yung mga objective nila, objective type. So, since short circuit yan, so ang masosolve natin muna ay nasa primary. Primary muna yung masosolve natin. Pero secondary terms yan, co-convert na lang natin using the transformation ratio. Yung short circuit, so merong equivalent resistance at saka reactance. Then yung secondary short. So ito yung E short circuit. Then I short circuit. May P short circuit. At saka yun, 4.34 to. So masosolve natin yung REP at saka XEP. Ang tinatanong yung XES. Yung XES is XEP divided by A squared. Maliit na naman, siguro 0.2988 or 2.988. Step down eh. Maliit yung resistance nung nasa secondary. Okay, so what will be the equivalent ZEP? So E short circuit, again Ohm's law, divided by I short circuit. That will be 137 divided by 4.34 equal to. Then yung value ng REP, doon tayo sa power. That will be power divided by I short circuit squared. 192 divided by 4.34 squared. So what is ZEP? So lahat itong mga masosolve natin dito, primary terms. That will be 137 divided by 4.34, 31.5668. Then yung value ng REP, 192 divided by 4.34 squared, 10.1935. So, paano natin masosolve yung XEP? Square root of ZEP, 31.5668. Ito galing sa impedance triangle, minus 10.1935 squared. Is equivalent to 31.5668 squared minus 10.1935 squared, square root, 29.88. Pero XEP pa yan. Ang tinatanong, secondary terms, XES. So XES therefore is equal to 29.88 divided by 10 squared. Yung A niyan ay 10. 2,300 by 230. So this will be 0.2988. Step down, mababa yung mga values dun sa secondary na. Yung mga ohmic values doon. So it's either B or C ang pipiliin nyo. Kasi mataas ang current sa secondary pag step down. Mataas ang current, tapos mataas ang impedance mo, mataas ang voltage drop. Wala nang baka from 240 volts doon sa source, magiging kon na lang siya 50 volts. Wala na. Hindi mo na mapagana yung mga equipment mo. 21. Ito yun. Short circuit test, open circuit test. Favorite nila yan na binibigay. Alternately, kung ano yung maisipan nila na ibigay. Okay, number 20. Nangyari. Tumas naman siya. 21. An 11,000 by 230 volts, 150 kVA, single phase 50 Hz transformer has a core loss of 1.4 kilowatts and a full load copper loss of 1.6 kilowatts. What is the value of the maximum efficiency at unity power factor? Nmax. So, kailangan nating i-determine yung KVA at Nmax. Tapos, unity power factor. So, times 1 lang yan. Kung ano yung KVA na lalabas, yun din yung kilowatt output niya. Formula ulit, KVA at Nmax is equal to the full load KVA multiplied by the square root of the iron or core loss divided by the full load copper loss. Galing yan sa variable loss is equal to constant loss. Galing dito yan, yung condition ng maximum efficiency for a transformer. Variable loss is equal to constant loss. O baka ibigay din yan. So, KVA at Nmax is 150 kVA, yung kanyang full load kVA, times the square root of the iron loss is the core loss, 1.4, usually yung mas mababa, divided by the full load copper loss. So, the full load copper loss is attained at slightly less than the full load copper loss. Full load KVA 140.312. The maximum efficiency is equal to 140.312 times 1 kilowatts na rin yan. Sa unity power factor divided by 140.312 times 1 plus yung core loss constant. Ano yung core loss at maximum, ano yung full load copper loss at maximum efficiency? Equal yung dalawang yan, kaya 1.4. Kung gusto nyo i-compute, 1.6 times 140 o 0.312 over 150, kasi ginamit natin to, ang lalabas dito 1.4. Gusto nyong may doubt kayo, 1.6 times 140.312 divided by 150 squared, 1.4. Kaya pwede nyo na yung diretso yun. Yung core loss is equal to the copper loss at this case, maximum efficiency. Basta tama yung Pag mali ito, hindi 1.4 yung makakompute nyo dito. Kung hindi 1.4 yan, malamang mali yung na-solve natin dito. 140.312 divided by 140.312 plus 1.4 times 2. So times 100%. So 98.04%. Magkakadikit sila. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na yung maximum na efficiency na nakalagay dyan, yung pinakamataas ang pipiliin nyo. Which is 98.17. Baka yun ang magiging ninyo basis. Pero based on our computation, ang maximum efficiency lang niya, depende yan sa core loss saka full load copper loss. So that will be at 140.312 kVA. Unity power factor para makuha mo yung maximum power. Kasi kung less than 1 naman yan, bababa siya sa 140. Gutom na ako sa mga pakain ng mag-may birthday. Actually, marami na sana ulit pumasa nung April. Ayun, sabay-sabay na kayo sa April. Actually, may concrete plan na para makabangon naman na yung Pilipinas. Baon na tayo sa utang. 22, utang natin yon. Inutang nila, utang natin. Inastos nila, utang natin. Okay, number 22, 3,000 kVA single-phase transformer is designed to have a resistance of 1.5% and a maximum efficiency occurs at a load of 173.2 kVA. Find its efficiency when supplying full load at 0.8 power factor lagging at normal efficiency, a voltage and frequency. So kung percent 1.5, yan na yung pwede nating makompute yung full load copper loss. So 1.5% of the full load kVA. So 1.5 divided by 100 times 300. Ano ba yan? 4.5. So 4.5 kilowatts. Para makasolve tayo ng efficiency, kailangan pa natin yung copper loss or iron loss. Gagamitin natin to, maximum efficiency. So 100, ang given dyan yung kVA. kVA at Nmax is equal to kVA full load multiplied by the square root of the iron loss divided by the full load copper loss. So, nandyan na lahat yung mga values, pwede na nating masolve. Yung iron loss, kVA full load is 300 times the square root of the iron loss over 4.5. Less than 4.5 yung iron loss. $173.2 divided by 300 squared times 4.5. 1.5 kilowatts. Tinatanong yung efficiency at full load. 0.8 power factor. So that will be 300 kVA times 0.8. kVA yon. Pag nag-compute tayo ng efficiency, lahat ng power doon in terms of watts or kilowatts. So 300 multiplied by 0.8. So we opted to have a unit of kilowatt. So dapat yung iron loss sa full load copper loss naka-kilowatt. Okay, 4.5 plus 1.5. Kahit mapagpalit-palit tong dalawang to, parehas lang naman na additive, commutative ba yun? Pag-addition, kaya walang magiging difference yan. Sa sagot, 300 times 0.8 divided by 300 times 0.8 plus 4.5 plus 1.5 times 100%. 97.56. So, tumatama pa rin yung sagot natin. Letter A. AC equipment and aparatus ito sa new curriculum ngayon. Meron pa rin ata sa newest curriculum. So, ang daming new curriculum. Nag-a-adjust sila due to industry demand. Ang problema ngayon, yung mga galing ng mga senior high, hirap sila sa calculus, analytic geometry, algebra, trigo. Hindi pa ata nila alam yung mga 8 times bit. Hirap na hirap sila. Na-discarrel lahat. Okay, 23. A 20 kilovolt by 7.87 auto transformer has 200 amperes current in the common winding. What is the secondary current? So, yung auto transformer ay mayroong common winding between the primary and secondary. Ito yon, yung common winding. Iisa lang yung winding nila. So, after mo ma-reach yung number of turns para makuha mo yung output na 7.87 out of 20 kilovolts, then maglagay ka na ng kondon, terminal. Then, connect mo ulit, dire-diretso mo para makuha mo yung 20 kilovolts dito sa primary. So, dito yung IS, IP. Ito naman yung common winding, A, B, C, ICB. Then dito yung IS. Yung transformation ratio, pares pa rin, EP divided by ES. This is ES equivalent to IS over IP. Pero yung common, ano siya? IS is greater than, ano na yung derived formula? Taguan na ako ng aking solution. IAA. Ito ay 20 over 7.87. So yung value ng ICB over IP, nasa notes nyo to, is equal to A minus 1. Kaya pag isosolve natin yung value ng IP, so ICB, ito yung current sa common winding. Yung CB, yan, dyan tayo kumuha ng ES. Kung mapapansin nyo, parte pa rin siya ng primary. Then, parte rin siya ng secondary. So, common. Kaya common sila. Divided by A minus 1. So that will be 200 divided by 220 over 7.87. Yan yung value ng A. Minus 1 is equal to. So therefore, what is the value of IS? After nyo makuha yung IP, so 200 divided by 20 over 7.87 minus 1. 129.761. Then ilagay natin dito IP. So 129.761 times 20 over 7.87. Matrabaho nga lang ng konti. Yung slight value ng, yung konti lang yung A dito, hindi ka makakapag-transformation ratio ng mataas. Kasi pag ganon, magkakaroon ng large difference between the current. Baka hindi kayanin ng winding. .76. So, kung makikita nyo yan, yung ratio na yan, parehas lang, ay makonti lang. Hindi siya more than 10 or 10. So letter D. Mas maliit yung secondary voltage, you expect nyo na yung secondary current ay tataas. Mas mataas siya sa 200. Isa lang yung mas mataas sa 200 dyan, 329. Pag makalimutan nyo to, mga simple analysis para hindi kayo masyadong mahirapan. Pero kung dalawa, yun na, kailangan nyo talagang isolve. May common winding pala yun. Plus, yung galing sa primary, 129. 129 plus 200, yun na siya, 329.761. Kasi pag ganyan yan, kaya mag-a-add yung common winding current, saka yung primary. Yung primary, nakaseparate siya dito. Yung IP, hindi siya common sa, hindi sila pareha sa ICB. Kasi may connection dito.